What's up, guys? Drew here with Lives Matter. This is the Lives Matter FLECCAS collab. We are out here in Los Angeles. I want to set the record straight. There are a lot of people, especially the mainstream media, that have accused Donald Trump of being a racist against Mexicans, especially Mexicans that have come from the southern border or across from Mexico. Now, part of the reason why millions of people believe that is because of Donald Trump's announcement of his campaign and his speech. What did he really say? Is he really against all Mexicans? Or is there something that they're leaving out? I want to ask you guys a question about a controversial figure by the name of Donald Trump, okay? I want to get your guys' opinion. Do you think that he's a racist?
Do I believe Donald Trump is a racist? Yes, I do believe Donald Trump is a racist. I think he's a racist to the point to where, like, at the end of the day, he's only going to look out for people that look just like him, you know what I mean? Like his group, you know what I mean? So
I do believe he's a racist for the simple fact of how he talk about other races. He dehumanizes them, and in a way that's racist in my eyes because we're all human, you know? Why can't, you know? That's my topic, that's my stand, and yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to read you guys something, okay? Donald Trump, when he came out and announced his run for the presidency, right? When he came down the escalator, that whole thing, he came out and gave the speech in New York. Remember the statement that he made? I'm gonna read you the statement the way the mainstream media puts out the statement. You can go on YouTube and all the news. This is how they put the statement out, okay? And let me know if you think it's racist.
Donald Trump offended Mexicans during his announcement that he's running for U.S. president. Speaking from his Trump Tower in New York, the 69-year-old property tycoon announced his candidacy, ridiculed his opponents, and launched into a tirade against Mexico. Trump remarked, "When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're sending people that have lots of problems. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists." Trump promised to build a huge wall across the 2,000-mile border to keep migrants out.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
Listen, thank you. It's true. And these are the best and the finest. When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. So what do you guys think about that statement? Do you think it's racist?
I think it's racist, but I do think that he could have worded it better, you know what I mean? Like, he just straight up dehumanized all Hispanics.
Yeah, I would say that sounds pretty racist to me. If you putting it directly on like a certain race and you're saying that they're this type of people and you downgraded them in that way, that's definitely racist. I would say that.
What about you, bro?
He's racist.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me read you the transcript from Time Magazine. This is the transcript of what he said, okay? And it's pretty interesting that mainstream media always leaves a little certain part out. Now listen to this, okay?
It's true. And these are the best and the finest. When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
Is that a racist statement?
Well, with that thing at the end, how he clarified what he was saying, I would classify that wouldn't be racist, because at the end of the day, let's all be honest, people, it's people like that in every race. It doesn't matter what race you are. At the end of the day, we all human beings, you know what I mean? It's rapists in every race. It's people that commits crimes in every race, you know what I'm saying? So, and at the end of the day, he clarified it and said some people are good, and that's right, and I agree with that in every race. So I wouldn't just classify that to Mexicans, you know what I mean? So yeah, I wouldn't say that wasn't racist, nah.
What about you?
I agree. Now that I have more context on what he said, I wouldn't say it's racist, but the way the mainstream media put it out there, they definitely changed the narrative of the story. So, like, now that I have that context, I know that, you know what I mean? Like, he clarified himself, so he knew what he was talking about, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
What about you, bro?
He's not racist. He just have a funny way of putting things out there.
Gotcha. So, I mean, You guys can go fact check me. Go check out the transcript online. Time Magazine posted it. His speech, that's exactly what he said. And it's pretty convenient and it's pretty interesting that mainstream media just likes to leave that little part out. And it gets millions of people to believe that he's racist towards Mexicans. I'm Mexican American, okay? And at one point, I would hear those things, right? But then when I saw it on my own, I was like, that's not right, man. That's a lie. Like, does it concern you that mainstream media just leaving few little words out can change the minds of so many Americans?
Definitely. You know, like, because you know how so many people watch the news, so many people are looking to the news and things like that for factual information, and then just little things like that, they could be disastrous in a lot of ways. It could change so many people's lives. And as you can see how America has been just with Donald Trump and things like that, and a lot of it has been from the media just changing the narrative of things or leaving things out just like that. So that is very scary. I'd agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of disgusting that they would leave that out because, like my friend said, people look to the news for like comfort in their daily lives. You know what I mean? They need that type of solitude to know that everything in the U.S. is going good like that. So when you got like a false narrative out there that's like making people feel or, you know what I mean, change the way they view things, I think it's really fucked up because that's a powerful influence, you know?
What about you, bro?
I just think that this proves my theory on censorship on the media. How much things get censored out and how much things that we get left out because they don't put it out there in the right format. So I just believe that it's a big censorship in everything because if we would have heard that a few months ago, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have the clout that he has now.
Last question. So, do you think that we can agree that he clearly made a distinction between rapists coming from Mexico and good people coming from Mexico? Do you think that he clearly made a distinction in that statement?
Yeah, I think he did. And the media left that out. So that's what I got to say on that.
Yeah, now that I got the context, and if I'm being morally honest, yes, I agree.
I agree 100%.
Can I interview you?
Yeah, sure. No, I hope.
Hey.
Stop.
Hey, I'm gonna talk to you guys. I love you guys. I don't want to fight, okay? I just want to have a conversation. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Let's not yell. Let's just talk. All right? Okay, let's go one at a time, okay? What's going on out here? Why are you guys so angry? What's going on?
Because they're out here looking stupid as waving that damn Trump flag in my face. But let me just say something. If they were on this side of the line, then they would be screaming, help me, help me. But I'm just saying, they don't know what they're standing up for. If they want to know what it's like to live in fear of being deported, she looks so dumb. Like, look at her.
Say, hey, talk to me. Just talk to me.
Sorry, but like, I just think they look stupid as out here, though. Like,
So, do you think that Donald Trump is a racist?
yes, he is. Of course he is.
What about you? Do you think he's a racist?
Yes, I do.
Okay, why?
Because he's trying to like send immigrants and stuff home. Like, that's ripping families apart. Like, that's f***ed up. Like, they're ripping like.
Did you know that Barack Obama did the same thing?
I have a question about. Stop. I have a question. Are you a Donald Trump supporter? Are you?
I didn't say he's not. He's just stating a fact.
Doesn't matter. Don't even disrespect Barack Obama. I don't touch your mic. I have one question. Are you a Donald Trump supporter?
I support the president, yes. I believe if we don't support our president, it's like asking the captain of a boat to literally crash and burn and die.
Bro, get the f*** out of my face if you support Donald Trump.
But why? I'm having a conversation.
Spoon on your mic. What are you doing talking to me? I thought you're out here on our side.
I just want to have a conversation, that's it.
I don't want a damn conversation with you.
Hey, listen. We don't have to hate each other. Listen, girls. We don't have to hate each other.
Trump is just saying that he's going to make America great again. He's not going to do that. What he means when he say make America great again, he's going to make it great for the white guys, and everybody else have to stand behind. That's what he means.
So that statement that he made when he announced his campaign, what you just said, that's what makes that statement racist?
Yes, that's what makes it racist. In his mind, he's not thinking about everybody else. Make America great again. He's thinking about just for pure white people.
I'm going to read you the statement real quick, okay? This is what he said. This is the statement that everyone is accusing him of hating Mexicans and being a racist, okay? This is off of Time Magazine. This is the transcript of the speech, and this is what he said. Thank you. It's true. And these are the best and the finest. When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They are rapists. And some, I assume, are good people. Is that racist?
Yes. That's
So to
racist.
call-
That's racist because you're talking about bringing drugs. The drugs was already here. That was brought in from the CIA.
So you think it's racist because he
You
said
can't make statements like that and say that's racist.
saying people are good?
People-
Saying people are good is
He said
racist.
some are good. He said a few are good.
So that's
I
racist.
can say that about. I mean, you can't.
So it's racist to say some people are
He had to
good.
cap it up. He had to cap it.
Let me ask you this.
That's not racist.
Do you think some people are good in the world?
Do I think some people are good in the world? I do. Some.
So you're racist according to your logic.
No.
That's what you just said about Donald Trump.
Well, he's not racist for saying that, but
You just said he is.
he's racist for saying the stuff above that about their.
No, you said you just said it's racist to say some people are good. You just said that.
Well-
Do you know the definition of distinction?
Do I know the definition? Yes.
What is it?
Distinction is when you say something or you have something, you try to distinguish it, make it different from something else.
Two separate
things.
groups, right? Okay, so in that statement, does he make a distinction between rapists and some good people in the context of Mexicans coming over the border?
Does he make a distinction? Well, not really too much.
You sure?
Because he says Mexicans, and then he says the ones that come, they sending over here are rapists and whatever.
And some are good people. Is that not a distinction?
Not really. Not the way he says it.
So even though he literally separates,
Why is he saying that? Why is he pointing them out though? That's the thing. Why is he saying? Why is he not saying people that come here from other countries?
he did. He mentioned the Muslims and got called a racist.
Well, you could try to cap up statements and say this and that. What's the other?
What is the definition of a racist?
The definition of a racist? A racist is a person. A racist is a person who think they're superior than other races. Other cultures, and because they think they're the dominant race. So they think they do prejudice against other races by
Got it.
not just saying
That's
it by
it.
just
No, that's it.
institutional
That's the
racism.
definition. So here's my next question: has Donald Trump said publicly or anywhere in his policies that white people are literally better than all other people in the world? Has he ever said that?
Has he? He just said it straight out. He hasn't
Ever?
said
Is there
that,
any
but
speech?
he
Is
said-
there?
But he hasn't said that. But he said that he wanted people. He said something about Norwegian people.
Has Donald
He
Trump-
speaks in code.
Has Donald Trump come out and said that white people are more superior than all other races in the world? Because that would be a racist statement.
No, he hasn't said that.